So here we are with Madison Leonard, the filmmaker behind Flesh Lou, which everyone should have just seen as part of a little block of short films for Sherman Oaks Film Festival 2020. And Flesh Lou is so much
The
fun.
tongue twister.
It is a little bit. I didn't realize that. I never said it out loud till today.
Yeah.
But just a delightful film. Funny, dramatic. You're getting praise from the jury left and right because it's just
Thank you.
For both entertainment value and originality, and some people are loving what they think you might be a Wes Anderson fan.
You know what? Crazily enough, I'm not. Like, I am a fan. Everyone was like, you got to go watch these films. It was actually pretty weird to not really have seen his work.
Which, you know what? I got to admit, I wasn't one of the Wes Anderson people. I heard it from others. I just, because, his is a lot more deliberate, whereas I feel like but anyhow, go ahead
Yeah,
and
sorry,
tell.
we can get into that.
Yeah, we don't have to discuss
Yeah.
him because we got 15 minutes. Let's discuss you. And I know from your blurb that when you submitted it that you do a lot of comedy and this and that. But tell us how this film got off the ground for you, and what made you committed to film.
Yeah, so it really all kind of started for me when I moved out to Los Angeles 2 years ago, and from New York. And when I moved here, my closest childhood friend's father passed away. And I'm Serbian. I come from a Serbian family. And the best way I can describe him is he's just this cigarette smoking, Slevo drinking Serbian man with the loudest, most intoxicating personality. And he was struggling with cancer at the time. And so I moved out here right when he passed away. And when everyone was mourning in true Serbian fashion, it's everyone goes over every single night, every single day for 2 weeks, and you drink and you celebrate. And so there was so much laughter. And I remember thinking, I can't believe how much people are laughing. I can't believe how much he's laughing and cracking jokes. And that really became what fueled my inspiration for the film. The best way I can say it is it just felt like exploring the boundary between laughter and grief, and how far I could push that boundary. Now, my own mother is a very taciturn Serbian woman, and she was kind enough to act alongside of me. And I think it really just evolved from there, just kind of a situational comedy. I think really what I was trying to show, because I've seen it, is that people can behave bizarrely when they're struggling to communicate. And also, people need laughter to cope.
For sure. And I think one of I think your writing is super smart in this. I think your writing, besides having some emotional truth in it and a lot of humor in it, I think the writing is so smart the way you and I grew up in a family with toilet humor. So the fact that you start off tying, the man who's no longer with us has said you can judge the women in this family by what they flush.
Yeah.
Which is both foreshadowing and hilarious. And then each woman, and then that's just a great device you use to introduce 3 generations of women.
And I was really just trying to establish these are quirky people. They're going to surprise you. They're not going to make full sense. And I think the reason why it felt so truthful for me is because my mom and I act that way in real life. So it was very easy to write because, I had people say, well, do people actually do this? And I'm like, yes, people actually do this. I can see, me or my mom, acting this way, or just I mean, I could come up with a ton of examples of it, but yeah, it just resonated with me, and I wanted to show that in a visual format.
Yeah, and I mean, to me, it did not seem over the top. I mean, besides the fact that your performance and your mom's performance, and grandma's your actual grandma, right?
No, so
No,
the
okay, I
grandma's,
got that wrong.
but I got to give it to her. I just cast her off a video, and she came in, and we had just a really special bond. I still keep in touch with her. I love chatting with her. She has the best sense of humor. Um, so I got lucky because nothing had to be faked at all.
It
It
did. It
just
felt
felt really
very.
natural.
It's very sincere and very, even if I don't know, some people could call it over the top, but I think it's very realistic and very and in a heartwarming way. And it also allows you to have economy of storytelling. I mean, the
Mhm.
fact that when grandma's at the end of the driveway, they're just hiding, like that's your intro, like genius. Just already you've said all you need to say about these relationships.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately, this is going to be something I'm working through right now, but I move scenes along. I had so many scene changes in this. I just want to push the story forward. So it'll be interesting because it is kind of a fast pace, but it's also being succinct in those moments and making sure each scene is really, serving a purpose and getting your message across, because I like choppy edits. I like to keep going and keep it moving. So a lot of those were just, I mean, I had more footage, but I was like, this is the moment I like. And we're moving on. It says it all. So
That shows a lot of talent and just innate ability as a filmmaker to be efficient in the editing room and just share the essentials. Lord knows how many people ask for feedback, and the only feedback is cut it shorter.
the film used to be 5 minutes. And I actually went back and added more into it. But it helped the story a lot. It needed it. But it worked as 5 minutes too. So yeah, I'm all about short.
And as you wrote it, did you were you workshopping with your mom, or did you write everything out with the chapters, with the chapter titles?
No, you know what? That's actually really something that emerged later on for me. The chapters weren't in the script. And as I was watching it, I just felt like every single section felt like its own block. And and that was something that happened and emerged in the editing room, which is, I love when people say that what you imagine when you're writing is so far from your final project. And, the editing room is where your dreams go to die. But it was just a totally different dream that came out of it, and a different a vision. And honestly, I couldn't even, I would have never imagined it being what it was once I was finished.
Yeah, for sure. I hope it sounds like it was that way, that in the editing room you just saw it getting just coming to life. Yeah, the old saying is there's three films: the one you write, the one you shoot, and the one the one that you comes out of the edit.
Yeah.
And you did the right thing. You improved it every step of the way.
Yeah, and also even a lot of the voiceover, some of that was just me getting an idea on my iPhone, and I just like plugged it in. And I was like, "Oh, I love that." It was really the most casual process, which is where I love improvisation, because if you just watch something and can kind of chirp, is what I like to say it. Theo's always chirping throughout the film. Um uh it was just natural, organic, and very just true to the character. It's so easy to drop into her. That side, accessing that side for me was a breeze.
And moving forward, are you gonna revisit these characters, you think, or you're
Yeah, you know what? I can't not, because they're there for me. They're in my head. I know how they act. So I've actually been working on a longer piece during a bit of quarantine, and then working on my next short film. which I would just love to make another film where I don't act in it. So I said to everyone, I had so much fun doing it, acting in Flush Lou. But when I was in front of the camera, I wanted to be behind it. And when I was behind it, I didn't want to go back in front. I just wanted to be behind the camera. So I'm excited just to write a piece where I won't be in it.
Great. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the production look and design. And so the obvious question is, I mean, is that a home that you know well? I mean, it's so rich. I bet, you know, I think that's one of the reasons why with the comparisons, but I mean, you could freeze any frame and look at all the art on the walls and look at the colors, and it's remarkable.
My grandmother is an interior designer, and it is her house, my grandparents' house. And when I first moved out to LA, this really, now that I'm talking about this, this really was just the perfect storm. That's when you really have to believe things are meant to happen for a reason, because I moved out here impulsively with my sister. I moved in with my grandparents. And when you're sitting, you know, in a bedroom, and that, you know, there's the one room where Theo's tearing up on the bed and basically staring at a painting, Patricia. When you're in a shoe room like that, you're just kind of looking around like, where am I right now? You know, there's a side table with like 50 shoes on it, and it's just the quirkiest, most kind of bolsterous house. So I got really lucky because honestly, it's stunning on camera. It makes me want to continue to film in there because it just is so beautiful. But it's been that way for, you know, probably 30 years, if not more. And she's just a chronic hoarder, and I love her for it.
It's beautiful, and it communicates so much about the character. So it makes perfect sense that that's your grandmother's house, even if you brought in another actress to be her presence is there.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, I had my godfather. He was Lou. You know, my mother acted in it. I had a close friend from college who helped me with it. You know, my dad came and wanted to just be there. It was such a family affair. And I love family dramas. I love family comedies. I've said that, I mean, I have 3 older sisters. I come from a family business. So that's what I know, and that's what makes sense to me. And, you know, I used my godparents' house. Everything for me was just, how can I make this happen with the world around me? And I'm lucky that, you know, my family out here, my Serbian family, has these beautiful houses. so
Was one of their houses the
and
funeral parlor? Was the funeral parlor someone's house?
Yeah, so I mean, I come from a huge Serbian family, so it's my godparents' house, and it's, again, stunning. You know, I was dropping my jaw when I was just looking at how beautiful and cinematic, and my DP Devin Johns was incredible and knew exactly what I was going for, and so yeah, it was very I feel blessed that I have this family out here with this, you know, eye for design, and beautiful locations for me to use, and that they said yes.
Fantastic. That's great. Well, we're kind of bumping into our time limit, so I know it puts you on the spot, but is there anyone who contributed that you didn't get to give a shout out to that you should mention?
Oh man, so many people. But I mean, yeah, other than my grandparents, my mom, my dad, my godparents, you know, my god brother Henry helped me. I had so many people, my whole crew. Yeah, there's a lot of people to thank for making this what it was.
Excellent. Well, and I was enjoying talking to you so much. I didn't let you get in the, so how long did you shoot? How long was this
3 days.
3 days, all that in 3 days. Wow. There's
Yeah.
a lot.
Talk about hustling.
For sure. Well, it was a pleasure to talk to you, and
Thank you for bearing with me
absolutely
with all the
delightful,
Wi-Fi.
delightful film. And
Thank you.
keep at it, do more.
I
Uh,
will.
Based on your bio, when you submitted the film, keep doing improv and comedy too when you can.
I have to. It gives me all my ideas.
Great. All right, well, it was a
Thank you so
pleasure,
much. So
and
nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
All right. Have a good day.
We'll talk soon.
All right. Sounds good. Have a good night. Bye.